opening there to the program today. I tell you, after watching that just makes me think back all the great memories. I've been so blessed to be a part of Southern States Wrestling the past 21 years and counting. You look at that rich history, that tradition of all the stars that we've brought through here, all the legends that come through Southern States Wrestling. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff right here today involving legends, involving stars on the Power Half Hour. Hello, everybody. It's your old friend, handsome Beau James. Some people like to call me the King of Kingsport. I'm so happy you've tuned in to CW4. I'm so happy you're watching us online wherever you may be around the world today. The Power Half Hour is here, and we got a lot to talk about. I'm talking about Saturday night, June the 16th, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Armed Forces Center Armory, 1.7 miles from the old Kingsport Armory, our old home. We're now in the air-conditioned Armed Forces Center. It's going to be a big night. 8-team tag team tournament. They're going to battle it out for the Southern States Wrestling Tag Team Champions. What history those titles have. Kyle Matthews comes from Atlanta, Georgia to battle Huntington, West Virginia's Eric Darkstorm. And what should be, on paper, the match of the year, if not the match of the decade here in the Mountain Empire. Demolition Axe, WWE legend, comes into town to battle Frank the Tank Parker for the Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. In the last 4 years, Frank Parker has kind of had it on his own. Him and James McCone and Scott Stern in the Big Business Army, they've ran wild around here. They've dominated the singles and the tag team divisions. But whether it's singles, whether it's six-man, whether it's tag matches, Frank Parker, the fact of the matter is, only been pinned to the shoulder. His shoulders have only been pinned to the mat 2 times in 4 years. And what I want to do right now is I want to show you just a little bit of Mr. Destruction, Frank the Tank Parker, and the domination that he has seen as Southern States Heavyweight Champion.
Trying to stop him and trying to keep some semblance of order in this match, and Big Frank the Tank and Shanghai are taking it to the son of the Nature Boy, as Reed Flair is in a lot of trouble here.
I believe that was intentional to get Ricky Morton into the ring, get the referee distracted so they can lay the old double-team tactics in on him. And, of course, there was an illegal switch here as Frank the Tank Parker comes in illegally. Nonetheless, Reed Flair is down on the canvas, and he is in trouble. Ricky Morton certainly doesn't like what he sees. He's calling out to the fans for support. And, wow, what a tremendous, powerful clothesline. You've got 265 pounds of Frank the Tank Parker, and that is solid blows. And only a 2 failed to hook the leg there. Maybe, Joe, if he'd have hooked the leg, we could have had a 3 count there.
Definitely a good possibility, as Reed Flair is 100% in trouble, no doubt about that. And Big Frank is taking advantage of every bit of it he can. He's applying a tremendous amount of pressure to the head, neck, and shoulders of young Reed Flair as young Reed tries to make his way back up. Catches him with a big back elbow in a second. Reed comes off the ropes, and Frank cut him off right there with a big back elbow.
Powerhouse Ray Idol, because he's had this match won on 2 different occasions. He would have took this belt back home with him to Bristol tonight, but
Valiant still trying to revive the referee. Frank the Tank is back on his feet. Ray Idol waiting on him. Huge sidewalk slam right there. And again, 1, 2, 3, but wait a minute, Wrecker Rollins just attacked Jimmy Valiant. Wrecker Rollins just put his hands on the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, and now Ray Idol's going after Rollins. And look at what McCone's doing. He just slipped him brass knuckles. Michael, he's got brass knucks.
Well, Wrecker Rollins done what he was supposed to. He distracted Ray Idol long enough. Oh, he caught him. Joe, that was right in the temple. He caught him in the temple. That is a dangerous place to get hit. It's one thing to get hit in the forehead, but in the side of a temple. Oh, Powerhouse Ray, he's out. He is completely out.
We've got a cover in the ring.
Head official Jeremy McKenzie sliding in.
Oh, no! Oh, we've got a new champion.
You've got to be kidding me. James McCone telling my broadcast partner, Joe Wheeler, says, bring me my belt. Ray Idol just goes down in defeat to Frank the Tank Parker, but fans, it certainly was not without controversy.
Running, but look out, here comes Frank, Michael.
Well, with what's at stake tonight, you can't blame Beau James for wanting to fight a little bit dirty, but now James McCone drawing Beau James on the outside. Oh, wait a minute. He just posted him. People, that's not a piece of plastic, a PVC pipe up there.
Oh,
that's steel, and he is drawing his head right in on those turnbuckle screws that are on the outside of the ring post. Oh, look at this.
It won't surprise me at all to see blood pouring out of the head of Beau James here within mere moments. That first shot to the post was absolutely nasty. You could hear the thud of his skull versus that steel. And, oh, my, the blood is going to flow here. There's no doubt about it. You can't take a shot like that to the head and it not happen. As Frank the Tank Parker has turned the tide of this match ever so suddenly with that shot to the steel ring post. And, yes, Beau James is busted open, Michael.
He most certainly is, and that's got to please James McCone. As like I said, Beau James' forehead met the screw that is actually coming out on the outside of the post there. And I'm going to tell you, when flesh meets steel, I know which one's going to win that. And you can see Beau James' forehead and tell that he's taking some nasty blows there as blood is pouring all down the forehead of Beau James. Now, he did catch him with a right hand, and actually he connected a little bit better than I would have expected him to. I would have thought Beau James would have been just almost spent right now after those crushing blows on the outside. Frank Parker now, he's doubled over. Wow, look at this, though. He's actually scratching and clawing at those open wounds on his forehead, the lacerations of Beau James.
Just trying to rip that head open just that much more, inflict more punishment, more damage. The blood is flowing like wine, as Jimmy Valiant would say, as Beau James is busted open and busted open badly. And you're absolutely right, Michael. We got a 2 count. Oh, 2 count right there. Beau was able to roll that shoulder up. But, yeah, his head hit that bolt on the outside of the ring, like you said, because as soon as his head split, you could see the blood starting to pour out immediately. Frank Parker has got Beau in a lot of trouble here, Michael.
Absolutely, and James McCone out here joining with the crowd says, look at Beau James now, says, yeah, I've got him exactly where I want him, but let's don't count Beau James out. How many times, Joe Wheeler, have we been at the broadcast desk at various wrestling events and anywhere else in the world and seen Beau James, and he's had a little bit of red stuff on his forehead. This is not the first time Beau James has bled, and oh, look at this. So he's not he's accustomed to some backroom brawls and back alley fights and so forth. So a little bit of blood's not going to stop him, I don't think.
You're right about that, Michael Sutherland. It takes a freight train and a small army to stop Beau James. There's no doubt. Frank Parker just ripping and gouging at the forehead of Beau James, ripping those cuts open, making it bleed even more. And the more blood that flows, not only does that weaken Beau James, but it also inhibits his vision. It's hard to see when you've got blood pouring from your head like that, getting in your eyes and stinging your eyes. But Beau using his head like a weapon with a headbutt and a couple shots right there. He is fighting for his life in there, no doubt about it.
Come on, James McCone just took a sign that one of the great Mountain Empire fans made here in support of Beau James and just ripped it all to pieces. Now, what kind of piece of trash would do that to the fans? Only one man that comes to mind, and that's James McCone. Look at this now. Beau James, wow, blood all over his face now, actually about to run down on his neck. Frank Parker choking him over there in the corner. This contest here that's liable to get into it at any point in time, that's for sure.
No doubt about that, Michael. I tell you what, Frank Parker taking it to Tony Givens at this point in time in the contest. Big Frank now lines up, and Cole just tried to kick his head off right there. Frank the Tank Parker, Mr. Destruction personified, taking care of business against Tony the Dragon Givens. Scoops his man up, big full body slam. Frank now hits the ropes, comes across for the extra momentum, and drives that knee right to the head of Tony the Dragon Givens, as Givens has got to be in a lot of trouble. He's in for a cover and got a 2 count. Givens has got some fight left in him, Dylan, but he better make a tag soon.
He's been making good tags to Josh, and he's been making good tags to Beau. He needs to make one of them right now. That is for sure. Frank Parker's not pulling any stops in this match. Frank Parker is putting it all out there. He's mad. He lost that television title.
Out here, I'm not impressed with him, and I make that known every time he comes to the ring, that's for sure. But he is very effective managing his big business army. Hey, He's got the belts here in SSW, that's for sure. The heavyweight champion, and he's got those tag team champions under contract as well. So he's making a pile of money off 3 individuals. I almost feel sorry for him, if you can feel sorry for 3 individuals like his stablemates, that's for sure, Joe.
Well, I just feel sorry for him because they have to travel with him most of the time, but otherwise, they don't. Knoxville. And Dylan, so much going on, and I know you guys are ready in Rogersville for the 28th event.
May 28th, Memorial Bash number 5. It is always a huge event. That event saw.
There you see Frank the Tank Parker, Mr. Destruction. I'm going to tell you this, Parker, if you're listening, James McCone, we're going to hear from you guys next week right here about this big title match. But I've known Demolition Axe for a long time, and I know he's coming here for a reason, and that is to beat both of you up and take that title away from you. But I'm going to tell you this, don't miss the opportunity to miss wrestling legend Demolition Axe when he comes to Mount Carmel, Tennessee. KingofKingsport.com. Right now, buy your tickets with PayPal. Golden Circle tickets. You get in at 6:30 to meet all the superstars of Southern States Wrestling, plus the legends. You get a front row seat. You also get a souvenir program. You can't beat it. Save $3. Get your tickets right now at KingofKingsport.com. As we go to commercial break, we're going to take a look at Acts of Demolition. And when we come back, I got a whole lot more news for you. Imperial Healthcare welcomes you to our new location, 645 East Main Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. New patients welcome now. Call 423-734-2318 or 782-0893 to make an appointment with our friendly and qualified staff. Imperial Healthcare of Kingsport, Tennessee. Simple and sincere. Dr. V.J. Singh, M.D. Tell them you heard about him on Southern States Wrestling.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
Fans of the Mountain Empire, if you're looking for a great and exciting new way to bring funds into your nonprofit, the way to do it is with a great wrestling card of Southern States Wrestling. We're going to give you the money the night that we collect it right there in your hometown. That way you don't have to wait weeks and weeks on the proceeds to come in. Joe Wheeler, it's a great way to raise funds.
No doubt about that, Michael Sutherland. Great way to get a bunch of folks together, have a good time, enjoy a fun-filled family night with Southern States Wrestling. Wrestling action that you can bring the 5-year-old children right on up to the 88-year-old grandmothers too, because it's family-friendly, family fun, as only Southern States Wrestling can do. If you own a business in the Tri-Cities, we do have advertising space available right here on the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour, seen on the CW Tri-Cities 4 and across the world on Facebook and Blip TV. Contact us at the address on your screen, sswking@aol.com for more information.
SSW fundraising events, we're going to meet your needs.
Welcome back to the Power Half Hour. It's your old friend here, Beau James. I'm so glad you're watching today. Call a friend. Tell them we're on TV right now. Call the family in to watch, because I got a lot of stuff to tell you about still left to come here in the Power Half Hour. Right now I want to tell you about where you can see the stars of Southern States Wrestling. Tomorrow afternoon, Waynesville, North Carolina, 3 p.m. bell time, Smoky Mountain Arena in Waynesville, North Carolina. I'll be there. Misty will be there. KC Thunder and a whole lot more. We hope to see a lot of you over there in Waynesville. This Tuesday night and every Tuesday night, EWP Arena, Rutledge, Tennessee, 11W in Rutledge. Big night of action. I'm going to be down there every week. Misty's going to be down there. You're going to see a lot of the old stars from the Morristown EWP days. It's going to be a big night. Tuesday night kicks it off this Tuesday and every Tuesday night. Now here's one. July 15th, Sunday night, first Sunday of Fun Fest, the annual Wrestle Fest. We were the first to do Fun Fest Wrestling, and we perfected it. We just keep on doing it. This year, Hall of Fame and Legends Night. Ronnie, the one-man gang, Garvin, Hands of Stone, whatever you want to call him, former world champion, Ronnie Garvin, comes to Mount Carmel Sunday night, July 15th. Now, let's talk about the 16th of June. We know about Demolition Axe. We know about Frank Parker, and they're going to butt heads and go at it right there. Two big bulls for the Southern States heavyweight title. Let's talk about the Southern States Ladies title that's also going to be defended as my beautiful wife, Misty James, defends against Mid-South champion, Memphis-based wrestler, Christy Monroe. This is going to be a big challenge for Misty. But as you're getting ready to see, she's took on all challengers, where they want to wrestle or where they want to fight. Let's take a look right now. Southern States Ladies champion, Misty James, in action.
For the women's championship.
Yeah, she'd be the #1 contender, and Misty would have to meet her in the next title match.
Remember, fans, August the 19th, EWP Pro Wrestling, August the 19th, coming to Morristown. Roll up by Misty, almost. No, sir.
Jessie's a tough girl, boy. She's holding her own with Misty, and I didn't think it would go this long.
I'll tell you, and Misty James really, Jessie Bell beat her to her feet there and came up with that kick to the midsection, really laid her down on the ground.
I know some men wrestlers that wouldn't want to tangle with Misty.
Remember, fans, August the 19th, we have a fantastic card of wrestling coming to Morristown at the Guard Armory. That is on August the 19th. Remember, fans, that is going to be the second half of our 10-man tournament to determine an EWP heavyweight champion. So be sure and be there in Morristown on August the 19th. 1, 2, Misty James grabs the rope just in the nick of time.
Awfully close, Misty.
Misty James in a bit of trouble at this juncture.
She's wasting her time fussing at the referee now. What? Steve don't like to get in a confrontation with these people. I don't know why she's picking on him. But Misty's catching her breath.
Kind of no nonsense about that sort of thing.
But
Misty James now backed into the corner.
Yeah, she's catching her breath now. You watch her. Well, she was.
That's a drive to the midsection. It's kind of hard to catch your breath when you're having a shot out of you right there.
No, that might slow her down a little bit.
Misty James now. Misty James in a world of trouble and in a world of hurt. Yep. And Jessie Bell going to work on her now. Misty whipped into the corner. Jessie Bell winding up. Here she comes again. And that shot maybe even a little higher.
Misty
with a roll-up counter.
Beautiful move.
Sunset flip. Did she get her? 1, 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Misty James.
Joe Wheeler, I don't know whether you need to go to the ring or not, but
you know what? Beauty meets beast right here. Look at that woman. Look at them thighs. Look at she is built.
Fans, I don't know really where to go with this.
Who is she?
She keeps pointing at
broadcast journalist. Who is she? Go do your job.
Well, she is. Hey, yeah, for once I'm stumped on this. I have no idea. This lady here comes in and points toward that championship belt and says, I'm going to put that around my waist, but who is she?
I mean, good Lord, look at her.
Well, Misty James is...
She is ready to fight.
Misty James is telling her a mouthful, but I'm telling you right now, I don't know whether I would want to tangle with this lady, whether in a lighted alley or a dark alley. Nonetheless, it doesn't make any difference. This is a...
Joe better watch himself.
Well,
she might whip us behind you.
Just push Misty James there. And of course, I don't
Misty James going to do anything about that.
Misty James is not going to back down, Bobo. We know that's for sure as well.
Misty just retaliated there.
Here comes referee Spurr back out. Jimmy Valiant, he's kind of stepped to the side. He doesn't know what he doesn't know what's going on here either. Hey! Slapped her right in the face.
Got the makeup off that queen.
Well, he may. I need to find out a name on this lady right here. This obviously is somebody.
Slap again.
Oh, come on. Can you be, you've got to be unbiased out here at the broadcast desk. What is your problem? How about that? Turnabout's fair play, a little tit for tat there. There's two of them. Always hear about turn the other cheek. She just slapped him twice. And hey, we're going right after it. Referee Spurs coming over here says, hey, I don't really know what to do with this.
Are we having another match?
I don't know what's going on here. Now I know we're trying to get some help here from the back. Misty James and this lady here is Spurs trying to step in between them and backed up Misty James, but this good God, what? I don't know. You know, I've seen a lot of ladies matches, Beau, but I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this right here. This the individual has come from out of nowhere.
Misty just removed her title.
Well, here comes the entire referee staff. Look at this now. Hold it. Fans, we've got a pull apart right here at WrestleFest 2011. I'm looking at our photographer here. He's shrugging his shoulders. He has no idea who this is. Another great mystery in the sport of professional wrestling, I suppose. And look at this now. We got another pull apart from the ladies here. How about that? Yeah.
Well, we got all, seems like all the officials here in Southern States Wrestling is in a ring trying to keep this little encounter under control. I want to know who this woman is that came out of the jungle, because that's where she looked like she came from.
Here comes Brandon Cox. I don't know what Brandon Cox is supposed to do, but is she aligned with James McCone? That would be a good question. James just lost his meal ticket, or one of his meal tickets, with his ladies champion, and she's gone. Fans, whoa.
Oh, here they go. Hey, whoa.
Hey, they're going to fight on here on the outside. This is not a wrestling match. This is an out-and-out fight here. We got fans scrambling, trying to find out Joe Wheeler. He's out
there.
He's a braver man than I am. I'm going to.
There you saw my beautiful wife and the very popular with the fans, Misty James, in action. June 16th, tickets on sale, kingofkingsport.com, VIP Golden Circle tickets on sale right now, save $3. You know, we could charge up to $20 for this event, but we've kept them for the whole family. Just like everything we do, Southern States Wrestling, we do it for you, the fans. We do it for the family to come out, bring Granny, bring Grandpa, bring the kids, bring Mom and Dad, bring everybody, have fun, yell, boo, cheer. Just come and have a good night of family-orientated action right here, Southern States Wrestling. And as you leave, going to this commercial break, I want you to take a look. Southern States Wrestling, it's fantastic. Hello everybody, it's your old friend here, Handsome Beau James. Some people like to call me the King of King Sport, and I'm here to tell you, it's finally here. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? My first full-length book, 348 pages, never publicly told stories, rare photos, a history lesson of pro wrestling in East Tennessee. How I got my career started as a promoter at the age of 14 years old. How my in-ring career started at 15 years old. Stories of being so blessed and getting to work and compete with people like the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff, the Mongolian Stomper, Izzy Slapowitz, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, Ricky Morton, and a whole lot more. Let's not forget about those practical jokes that wrestlers like to pull on one another, a whole chapter dedicated to that. Tributes to many of my fallen heroes turned friends like Wahoo McDaniel, Road Warrior Hawk, Sherry Martell, Billy Joe Travis, Moondog Spot, and a whole lot more. Buy your copy today, kingofkingsport.com. Each book comes with signed pictures of not only myself, but my beautiful wife, Misty James, and a DVD with never-before-seen matches, interviews, and special insight from me that follows the book. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? Available now, kingofkingsport.com.
James McCone looks over at me and says the TV title's coming home, but now this match is not over, that's for sure. Got him backed into the corner now, ramming that shoulder straight in to the midsection there. Wasted a little bit of time, and he goes right into the corner. Maybe it dislocated a shoulder there. That steel turnbuckle post over there does not give. And look at this, blocking the blows, and Ray Idle, man, just clubbering down. Oh, got him in an atomic drop there. That's going to make him feel that tomorrow, that's for sure. Maybe going in for a neck breaker here. And a swinging neck breaker took him straight down. And then, well, wait a minute now. James McCone has got referee Jake Booth tied up over here. Says, hey, I don't like what's going on. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute, fans. We got Frank the Tank Parker coming in over here. Folks, he's wrapping a chain around his fist. You can see that on your television just as clear as I can. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. He just knocked him right in the head, right in the temple with that chain. Folks, I can see Ray Idle, his eyes right before they just shut. He has no idea where he's at. Frank Parker, 1, 2, and 3. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, James McCone has just recaptured the Southern States Wrestling Television Championship. Let me get the official decision out to the crowd. Wrestling fans, the winner of the match and the new Southern States Wrestling Television Champion, Scott Sterling.
Well, there you see how Scott Sterling, the Southern States Wrestling Tennessee champion, became champion. At that time, the title was called the Television Champion, but it is now the Tennessee title. A new belt is on its way. Scott Sterling, for 11 months, has held that title. Ray Idle's won after him. I have won after him. Lucas Angel has won after him, and numerous others have tried to wrestle that belt away. But just like Frank Parker and anybody else associated with the man, James McCone is always there to make sure his men come out on top. June the 16th, Scott Sterling's got a partner, and he's going to be in that tournament. I've got a partner, and I'm going to be in that tournament. Frank Parker, you got Demolition Axe. James McCone is going to figure into all of that somehow. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of us are going to be watching each other's back, and we're going to be trying to put that big business army right where it belongs, and that's out of town. Now, next week, right here, 3:30 p.m., tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody you see on the street. Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour is back on the air. 3:30 each and every Saturday here on the CW4, or watch it throughout the week at any moment in time. KingofKingsport.com. Also go there, get your Golden Circle tickets. But next week, we're going to take a look at Eric Darkstorm. We're going to take a look at Kyle Matthews. And these two are battling, and they're getting ready, training for a huge battle. June the 16th, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. We're going to introduce you to some of the tag teams that are in the tournament next week. Misty James is going to be here to tell you about her big title defense and a whole lot more. Thank you for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you at the matches.